You tell yourself you want success. You swear this time will be different. You make the plans, you feel the rush of motivation. You take the first steps, and then, like clockwork, you falter, you hesitate, you retreat. Another dream abandoned, another goal left unfinished, another quiet surrender to the familiar comfort of defeat. Why does this keep happening? The answer lies not in your circumstances, not in bad luck, not in some cosmic injustice, but in a hidden addiction. An addiction to losing, a subconscious craving for the safety of failure. And this phenomenon is not new. Centuries ago, a Spanish Jesuit philosopher named Baltasar Gracián observed the same patterns in the courts of kings and the halls of power. He saw how men and women of great potential sabotage themselves, not through ignorance, but through a perverse attraction to their own downfall. Gracián's masterpiece, The Art of Worldly Wisdom, is not just a collection of clever maxims. It is a mirror that reflects the subtle, self-destructive habits that keep you trapped in cycles of defeat. And if you dare to look into that mirror, you will see the truth. You are not failing by accident. You are failing by design. Let's begin with the most uncomfortable question of all. Why does losing feel so good? Because it does. Not on the surface, not in the moment of disappointment, but in the deeper, darker recesses of your mind. Losing is familiar. Losing is predictable. Losing does not demand reinvention. When you fail, you remain the same person. No new expectations. No fear of falling from greater heights. No terrifying uncertainty of what comes next. Think of the last time you gave up on something important. The moment you quit, there was relief, wasn't there? A quiet exhale. The tension dissolved. The pressure lifted. That is the seduction of failure. It is a release, a surrender. And like any addiction, the more you indulge in it, the harder it becomes to break free. Gracián understood this better than anyone. He wrote, "The wise man avoids being noticed. The fool seeks it." At first glance, this seems like simple advice. Stay humble, don't boast. But there is a deeper, more dangerous truth hidden in these words. Many who claim to want success are secretly terrified of it. Because success means exposure. It means scrutiny. It means the end of excuses. If you remain in the shadows of mediocrity, you can always tell yourself, "I could have been great if only." But if you step into the light, if you actually succeed, there are no more illusions. You must face the truth of your own potential. And for many, that is far more frightening than failure. So you sabotage yourself. You procrastinate until the opportunity vanishes. You chase impossible goals so that failure is guaranteed. You surround yourself with people who keep you small, who reassure you that your dreams are unrealistic, who nod sympathetically when you fail yet again. You engineer your own defeat because defeat is safe. But there is another, even more insidious reason you are addicted to losing. You have been taught to romanticize struggle. Society praises the grind, the hustle, the suffering, but not the victory. You are conditioned to believe that wanting success is greedy, that ambition is arrogance, that those who rise too high must inevitably fall. And so, you cling to the struggle like a badge of honor. You tell yourself that the pain is noble, that the constant striving is what matters, not the outcome. Gracián saw this centuries ago. He wrote, "Some would rather be wretched than seem so." In other words, many prefer actual failure over the appearance of trying too hard. Because if you never truly commit, you can always say, "I didn't really care anyway." It is the ultimate shield for the ego, a way to protect yourself from the unbearable vulnerability of genuine effort. But here is the trap. The more you lose, the more you need to lose. Your brain begins to associate effort with pain, success with danger. Soon, you don't just accept defeat, you crave it. You seek it out. You unconsciously arrange your life so that victory remains just out of reach. How do you break free? Gracián's wisdom offers a way out, but it is not for the faint of heart. It requires ruthless self-awareness, a willingness to confront the lies you tell yourself, and the courage to dismantle the hidden mechanisms of your own defeat. First, you must kill the victim mentality. Gracián wrote, "The wise man does not mourn what he does not have, but enjoys what he has." Every time you blame outside forces, bad luck, unfair systems, other people, you give away your power. The moment you take full ownership of your failures, you reclaim the ability to change them. Second, you must master the art of timing. The right thing at the wrong time is the wrong thing. Many failures come from rushing or delaying. Success is as much about when as it is about what. Learn to wait, then strike decisively. Third, hide your moves. Let the first impulse pass, wait for the second. Your addiction to losing is tied to impulsiveness, quitting too soon, reacting emotionally. Train yourself to pause. Let the initial wave of fear or frustration pass before acting. Fourth, choose your battles wisely. Never contend with a man who has nothing to lose. Many losses come from fighting the wrong battles. Only compete where you have an advantage. Walk away from unwinnable conflicts. And finally, make success a habit. It is better to have a reputation for small successes than for grand failures. Start with tiny, undeniable wins. Train your brain to expect victory. Over time, success becomes your new addiction. The choice is yours. You can remain in the familiar prison of defeat, where the walls are comfortable and the chains are well worn. Or you can step into the unknown, where victory waits, terrifying, exhilarating, and entirely within your grasp. Baltasar Gracián's mirror is before you. Do you dare to look?